Welcome to Boost, developed by We Don't Byte. Boost is an application developed by our Agile tech team. It is the culmination of our 13-week coding adventure at the School of Code. Our team was predetermined by School of Code and consists of 5 diverse individuals.
Hello, I'm Ellie. I spent 4 years studying business management and learned that I would much rather pursue a career in creative problem solving with tech.
Hi, I'm Luca. After leaving sixth form while self-learning how to code, I came across School of Code, so instead of going to uni, I took on this bootcamp to quickly get myself into a challenging but fulfilling tech career.
Hi, I'm Steve, an automotive design engineer for 20 years. I decided to embrace the tech revolution, build my skills, and get ready for some new adventures.
Hi, I'm JJ. I used to be a carpenter and I used to build with wood, but now I look forward to building the future with tech.
Hi, I'm Serena. I was previously working in a call centre, but when I started learning how to code, I found my true calling and decided to pursue a career in tech.
On day 1 of our project, we were given our brief and set about delivering a fully agile tech project using all our newly acquired skills.
The days are brightening and the great outdoors is still the safest place to start socialising again. Make an app that makes getting back into shape a social affair too and motivates people towards exercise outdoors with friends and family. As a group, we set about brainstorming the problem. How did we as a team interpret the brief? As a group, we pulled out 6 key issues. Firstly, gyms are closed or people don't feel safe in them. Secondly, there's a preference for outdoor activity, uncertainty of what group exercises to do, a preference for organised classes or guidelines, accountability motivation, i.e. people feel accountable when working out with other people, and difficulty in organising an exercise event on other platforms.
The first task, as with any newly formed team, was to get to know each other. Trust is vitally important in any team, and a key behaviour in fostering this trust is clear and open communication. As a team, we discussed our personalities, our individual strengths and weaknesses, and how we're going to organise ourselves as a team. Our aim was to build a productive and collaborative environment based on trust within a short time scale.
Right up front, still on day 1, we decided to play to our strengths but share knowledge and learn, trust each other within a safe environment, to avoid and resolve conflicts with understanding, to leave our ego at the door, be democratic and make decisions that are most beneficial to the team. If we did have disagreements, we would talk it out, express opinions. If it's not going anywhere, then take a step back and come back to it later. We decided at this point to try and complete the majority of the project within the working day. This was to ensure a good work-life balance and diffused learning time. Also, people write better code when they are fresh.
We decided to follow an agile project methodology with daily stand-ups and retrospectives using Trello. Additionally, we also opted to meet at midday to check progress and make sure no one was left behind. We focused on lessons learned throughout the project to embed a continuous improvement mindset within the team. We decided to organise our workload into epics, sprints and tasks. We chose Jira as a useful tool to help visualise where we were in the project and what needed to be done to achieve our milestones. We decided to use user personas and user stories to keep focused on the user at all times. We chose pair programming to ensure collaboration, knowledge sharing, and the highest quality code we could produce. Our aim was to achieve our MVP and deploy with CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, as this would allow further development of features and Git branches before merging back to main for automatic deployment.
From here, we also thought of our existing technology solutions and how they help to solve these problems. We decided to base our market research on our own experiences and looked at the way existing applications solve the problem we had been set. We identified Strava as a very popular fitness app with a social element. However, some users of the app still organize their social sporting activities using WhatsApp. Also, we thought Strava has a more advanced sporting brand rather than focusing on the social aspect of exercise. WhatsApp was identified as an excellent example of a messaging app that is used to organize events within a closed group. The Meetup app was also identified as a local events planning app, but it is not exercise focused.
The three user personas that we created were Sarah, a young lady with preschool children who hoped to lose weight; Karen, a middle-aged professional who would like to exercise with people and has concerns around exercise safety; and John, a sociable middle-aged professional who needs to exercise with other people to stay motivated. These are a couple of examples of the user stories we used to ensure a constant focus on the user of our app. With all the minds of the group thinking about the problem from the perspective of the user, collaboration becomes easy, and through collaboration, creative solutions are born.
The next phase was to design some low-fidelity wireframes in order to visualize our app. We agreed on a 3-page navbar created using React Router to provide Sarah with the user experience she desired. Our MVP contains the minimum feature content to be able to satisfy our user stories. Our MLP builds on the MVP to provide further functionality. Here you can see the differences between the two as shown by the arrows. There is further functionality on the profile page to include a weather forecast and workout stats, and an additional Bootcamp page has been added. We then delved deeper into developing a higher level of wireframe using Figma. Here you can see the journey Sarah will take when using the app, from creating an account to attending her friends' events. As well as the key user stories, we developed styling and a closer representation of how we envisioned our app's user interface.
One of the first decisions was the design of the database, as this is critical to the functionality of the application. We opted for a relational database due to the structured nature of our data. As you can see, here are our 3 tables of events, groups, and users. The groups table is the parent table that links to the events and the users table based on their primary keys.
Let's get started with the demo. We'll start walking you through the app as our user persona, Sarah. Then Karen will make a new account and join Sarah's group. Sarah navigates her way to boostapp.netlify.app. She's greeted with the lovely logo and a login button. From here, Sarah clicks the login button. As you can see, Sarah already has an existing account, sarah@sarahmail.com. So she logs in. From here, she is then redirected onto her profile page, Sarah Sporty. You can see the group that she's an admin of, she has a logout button, and she can view her next event. From here, she's going to create an event. She's going to call it Bootcamp with Sarah, Bootcamp with me. It's going to be an easy bootcamp. We're going to select the 17th of April at 6:05. And we're going to let the map move to our location. Now Sarah doesn't want to hold the bootcamp at her house, so she's going to drag it just here and set the location. From there, Sarah is going to submit the event. We can then click on the feed to view the event. From here you can see that Sarah is attending some other events. She's going running in the park, mountain biking, some more running, and she can expand these to show the date, the time, the description, the difficulty level, the type of exercise, and the location. She can scroll down and view other events that have been created by other members in her Young Mums group. From here we'll go to the Bootcamp with Sarah, even the event that she's just created, and you can see that all the information Sarah's just inputted displayed here. She's going to click attend, and we'll scroll up and see that Bootcamp with Sarah on the 17th of April has now moved to her attending events. Sarah then wants to view her next upcoming event, and she can do that from her profile page, expand it, and get all of the details here. Sarah can then log out of the app and is granted again with the login page and the logo. She can log back in to view her events again or create some new events.
Karen decides to visit Boost. Karen clicks login. Karen clicks sign up. Karen enters, not very well, Karen enters her email. Karen clicks sign up. Karen then enters her first name. Karen clicks submit. Then Karen remembers that Sarah told her to join her group, Young Mums. Karen does want to join the existing group. Karen goes to the group feed and then she remembers that Sarah's event was Bootcamp in the Park with Sarah. Karen opens up the event, clicks on attend, and there we go. A few days later, Karen clicks on her profile and is reminded of the event that Sarah created. And she notices that it's actually happening this afternoon. So Karen immediately goes and gets ready.
We followed an Agile project methodology, and therefore the project shape was not predefined. This slide gives an indication of the key events in our 2-week project.
Here is the tech stack we used. It mainly includes React in the front end, and for a clean and consistent UI, we used the Chakra UI components library. ASP.NET Core with Dapper ORM was used for our API. Also, Postgres was used for our database. For our version control, we opted for Git and GitHub. We used feature branching and merged each branch once we were happy with the results. Jira and Trello were used for project management. In terms of deployment, we deployed a front end on Netlify and a backend, including a database on Heroku. Finally, we did unit testing on our front end components and some functions with Jest. And for our backend, we used XUnit and Substitute for a mocking library and Fluent assertions for better assertion syntax.
So, what did we like? What did we long for and what did we learn? Well, we really liked the fact that we successfully created an app that met the brief of making getting back into shape a social affair. We implemented Agile management, we worked efficiently to deliver an MVP within the time frame. Essentially, it was the culmination of 13 weeks of intense, really intense practice into building this app. What did we long for? Well, a great understanding of CSS and responsiveness needed for various screen sizes would have been helpful. In an ideal world, we also would have prioritized testing throughout the entire development process. And what did we learn? We developed our creative problem-solving skills throughout the entirety of this app. We deployed our app. Our time management skills were well attuned to the project deadline. And we also developed and learned that we can effectively understand and learn new tech that hasn't been taught in the School of Code independently.
So, what features will we implement in future sprints? Well, the sky is the limit if Boost is going to achieve world domination. However, the features we would start with are URL links to join groups, the ability to join multiple groups, tracking routes and times, and a social feed with comments. Following that, additional features we have considered include pre-built exercise routines, dietary recommendations, and a connection to Spotify. We have loved working on this project and are excited to continue in the future. We wanted to say a huge thank you for taking the time to watch our presentation, and of course a big thank you to the School of Code for providing us with this unique opportunity to begin a career in tech. Thank you.